if there are only two ways to go, Trump has to go or the country's going to go. And if it's the first one, Trump going, his brown shirts have promised violence, blood in the streets. If it's Trump holds on and continues to destroy everything, at some point, and I still, there's a part of me that still kind of believes this, at some point when it becomes crucially apparent what this fucker is doing, then I think the American people are going to take to the streets. And it's not going to be pretty. I hate to even think about that. I mean, when you consider the possibilities that would arise from a breakdown in law and order, such as it is in this country, when you consider what might be the aftermath of that breakdown of law and order, for me, and probably for you too, it's pretty frightening. Because there are enough racist pigs, white people, Klansmen, militia types, Nazis, that are loose out here that under phony-ass names like oath keepers and promise keepers and fuck you keepers and you know, all these kind of keepers, you know. They're religious nutballs, and they're all heavily armed because, you know, that's what Jesus wants. So a Trump removal from office, they have threatened, these gangs I've just mentioned, they've threatened that there will be violence. So what do we do with that? I mean, how do we react to that? If Trump is removed and the violence begins, would Mike Pence declare martial law so that all of a sudden the military could be law enforcement in this country, which is essentially what martial law is? And under martial law, of course, there's no constitutional guarantee of anything. That's why it's called martial law. We have constitutional law, which affects all of us, or we have martial law, which affects all of us. I'm sure there's some graduated steps in between there. But if the country starts to break to pieces, and I mean with killing and blood in the streets and rioting and holy Jesus Christ, and martial law is declared, then what? Then what happens?